Teens woke up the neighbors, interior crocodile alligator.
We are the New York Knicks.
Welcome. And welcome to the show. I am your host, Joey Wobbs. That is Mr. Link. He put his glasses on, so I put my glasses on. We needed to have an educated conversation today about Liverpool because in the show's first time in the show's history, Chelsea are above Liverpool for the first time in this show's history. So we're going to have educated conversations about Liverpool today. He got his glasses on. I got my glasses on. We're going to have that educated conversation.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even.
So that's the title of the show, if you didn't notice. So for the first time in this show's history, we get to do this. Link,
I should have called
talk
out
to us from below us, Link. How does it feel to talk to us from below us? Because you do not get to speak to me the way that you were speaking to me. I will continue and go ahead. How does it feel?
I feel like this all feels surreal. I didn't even know that was the case. Like, I haven't looked at the table because I'm scarred.
That's what happens when you lose a lot of games in a row. You stop looking at the fucking table.
Yeah, I don't need to look at the table right now, bro. I close my eyes and I just get nightmares of this man with dreads, bro. And like, I don't even want to say his name. Until we play City at Anfield, he is now known as he who must not be named. Because, Lord, oh my God, I saw him again. I closed my eyes. I can't. Like, this is uncharted territory for a slot team. Definitely uncharted territory for Liverpool. In this decade,
United right now.
I will say that statements like that may be factually true, but they hold very little worth and value because I do know what the table looks like. But yeah, this isn't uncharted territory for Liverpool in the sense of the last 25 years. We've been here before. Do I think it's as bad as, Roy Hodgson or Brendan Rodgers? No. I also don't think this is a permanent thing. I do fully realize this is a temporary thing, and it's more of a snapshot of where we are now than it is for what's going to happen in the future. But with all those caveats, it's still shit.
Like, the whole reason I'm wearing these sunglasses, though, it is really just one specific point that was brought up on this show. I don't know, 3-ish, 4-ish months ago when your transfer window started. And like, I didn't see the key word that I use every single time I come on this show. Balance. I didn't see balance in this team. And even with the players performing poorly, you could still have some type of balance and some type of structure to feel like you are balanced. But there isn't one. And even with putting Florian Wirtz out on the wing, it still didn't feel balanced. You can't play Florian Wirtz out on the wing and then not have an overlap for him. Like, come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I feel like this is rudimentary football 101. And Slot is just put it on the paper. He said, this is what I'm going to do. But he didn't follow any of the structure or the fundamentals of football to fucking continue to build the system around the players that you currently have. And he may have done it once, and then he fades away from doing it. I think that the real game that I always go back to look at is that Frankfurt game. Okay, and I look at it and I'm like, you played this system. correct? You played the system that I thought you would play, that you could play to potentially bring balance to the team. Okay? And as soon as one piece of that system falls away, you decide I'm going to run away from the system, which makes no sense whatsoever. Because at this current moment, the player that you had last year in Mo Salah is not the player that you have this year in Mo Salah. So you need to use him differently. Okay? So if you're not going to use him differently, he is useless. Okay? Because at this current moment, you can't play him at a touchline. At this current moment, he has no type of ground coverage in your bag to help you. Wait, let me finish. And all this comes down to is what is all I've said from this entire time is what is Egypt doing with Mo Salah? And I asked people, what is Egypt doing with Mo Salah to allow him to be okay? Joe, they're
playing in the 10.
Oh, wasn't that something that was brought up as an option for you guys when it's and every time I didn't know, Joe, you can't do that.
Why are you trying to rage bait me right now?
No, I'm not, dude. This is my job today. I'm sorry. Like, this is you said you were willing to do the show. I know you're not feeling well, but this is my job today. Next week, I don't rage bait you. That's how.
But it's like you're saying all these good points, and you say put Salah centrally, when regardless of where he is on the field, he takes bad touches.
You don't have options, Link.
Exactly. Exactly. So when you make the point earlier about us going Frankfurt, and then you mentioned that we change it because of one person, we have to because we don't have options. We don't have Frimpong right now. We have one right winger. We have to play Salah. The reason why Frankfurt worked is because Salah didn't play. It's that simple, for me at least.
So the only way this team works is if you eliminate Salah from the team. Is that
in his current form? Salah is a negative because he's not getting us output on the other end, and he's a liability defensively.
I don't disagree with that statement whatsoever, but is, in my opinion, right, the idea of putting him centrally is to try to get more output for him.
Okay.
But Hugo next to him, he is a player that he can link up with. You have so Bosley playing what he used to play as like an outside wing fielder, and then you have Wirtz playing a wing as a wing fielder, and then you play the 4-4-2 that I've been talking, the 4-2 that I've been talking about.
Question.
Before everybody else and everybody else in your fan base came up with this 4-2-2, I was telling you to play 4-2-2 from day dot.
Yeah, we've been talking about that, but what I said then and what I'm saying now is, well, first, let me ask, are you saying that as a solution retrospectively to us getting demolished by City, or are you saying that moving forward? Because if you're saying it as moving forward, right? But you say that, so
it's irrelevant to look retrospectively towards what slots and mistakes are at this point.
Right. But Joey, but you've left out $140 million striker of that equation.
Dude, my point in this conversation of playing Salah up top is he's a rotational piece between the three. That's my whole entire
but then and there's some politics and bureaucracy behind this, and I'm probably using the wrong C at the time, but you can't label Salah at 400K a week a rotation piece. And if you do, you
can for a year.
Well, no, you can't going into the season, but based off his form now,
that's what I'm saying though.
But you said this back when we started when we were talking about the transfer. So like back then, you can't say that we're gonna rotate Salah and Isak because you're like, well, you have to play them together. But Salah's so bad that has become an option because we have no other option for success right now. He's not doing well in the inside forward position, like you suggested. He's not doing anything on the winger position, like I've mentioned. If you put him up top, that's fine, but he can't be starting. And then you have to deal with Salah accepting the fact that he's not a starter anymore. That's the real problem. Like, it's not fair to Salah, but there's a lot of similarities between us and Man United when Ronaldo went back.
Somewhat.
And it's not like Salah's being like negative and all that before anyone tries to take this out of context. Not like squad chemistry rise, but in the fact that the lineup, he's a detriment right now, and there's no really solution for him being in the lineup other than being out of the lineup. And he's one of the most respected.
The answer to it is this. Like, let me just be honest with you, bro. Like, and this is kind of was my answer to it beforehand. You have an injury-prone Isak, and you have an old Salah. Neither of them should be playing twice a week. Like, that's the reality. Neither of these guys should be playing twice a week. That's the reality. And that's your rotation. One in Champions League, one in the Premier League. Or however you want to do it. Like, that's the reality. Okay, especially with fixture congestion, that is the reality. Especially going into so you won't even have Salah for fucking the December period. So, like,
Exactly.
So, like, it's like, at that point, you might as well be even looking at January, seeing, yo, is that Saudi deal still on the fucking table? Because we could use it for the rebuild.
Yeah,
like,
that's where my mindset is.
Like, that straight up, because with this guy, like, I respect Mo Salah for what he's done in this league, and especially last year, what he created for you guys last year, right?
Yeah.
But bro, he's too much. He's just too much. It's too much to cover. It's too much. It with who you already have, it's too much to cover. It's just a plain simple.
We've taken a lot of work rate and pressing out of our team.
That tactic, and he is the least intense player on the pitch every single game. When I play an intense style of football, so what's going to happen? I have to build around him.
Yeah.
Build to his faults, to cover his faults. Instead of building to the success of the team, I'm building to Salah's faults. And if he doesn't produce, then I'm fucked. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yes.
The thought process is really not that difficult. And to Salah's credit, last year they did the same thing. They built to Salah's faults and covered him in moments because he did not want to track back. This is not new.
No, this isn't new information. It's public information. He said it.
He don't want to track back. He shouldn't be in this league if you don't want to track back. That's the reality. That's the truth. And unless you're putting Holland output, you aren't deserving of it. That's simple. It's that simple to me. It's not even that deep. It's that simple. You are an aging star.
That's okay.
Exactly. You shouldn't have signed. You shouldn't have. It's tough because it's tough to say, "Oh, Mo, you're not gonna do this next year." Because and you had to give him a contract.
Joey, how many times did I say that he had us by the balls last year?
Yep.
Had us by the balls. You have to pay him.
And now look, he's getting paid more than what he's worth. And that's the reality. And you only did him, only put 2 years on him. So it's like,
yeah, but like, and this is why there was such a delay in the whole process. And I'm talking, you may think I'm talking about just in April and May our discussions, but back in August, September, and October, it was the same thing. Where it's like, okay, they wanted to sign Trent. Everyone knows. And I feel like I'm right on this whole thing. They wanted to sign Trent and Trent alone. Virgil was looking at Real Madrid. Salah wanted to stay and get his money. They were going to sign Trent and tell him to leave because they were too old. Right? We're 12 months on. Salah's basically dead. Virgil, I think he's still great. Haters are saying they're seeing creaks. Virgil may have been correct, but Edwards, there was a reason for all this discourse and friction in him giving these contracts because he knew at some point it had to happen. And Salah had a record-breaking season. You have to pay him for a thank you, but
I think the big thing with Virgil, he gives me he gives me Thiago Silva vibes right now.
Right. Yeah.
Where like I know you're good enough to still play, but you aren't going to do the physical things you were going to do 2, 3, 4 years
Right.
ago. And that's just the nature of
And that's fine.
age.
Right.
Once again, it's the nature of age. So it's like it's not anything that I'm necessarily like putting against you because I still think that you still have quality in you to be able to still play in this league, right? The way that I felt with Thiago Silva is the same way. It's like I still think you had the quality to stay in this league.
Right.
Even at the age of 40, you were still right there, still in the top 10, 12 center backs in this league. Like even at that age, just because of your understanding of the game. But now it's like it was a gamble season, honestly. The whole thing was a real gamble season for you. Paying aging players and then I know that Trent wanted to go, but he should have been the next generation of that.
Right.
Of that
Liverpool. But they tried to pay him that way.
I know, but I just think I know he wanted to go, but that's what it should have been. It should have been a passing of the guard at that moment, like realistically, but it went totally left. So Trent wanted to leave. He ended up leaving. You couldn't let Trent leave and then let Mo leave and let Van Dijk leave. Like,
yeah,
2 of those 3 had to stay, no matter what. Like, no matter what, especially coming off of the champions, off of winning the championship, like off of winning the Premier League. Like, you have to keep them. You have to. 2 out of the 3 is like in the fact that they were even up at that all at the same time is blasphemy, in my opinion. So like this is just the nature of this was the gamble that you ended up having to take. Are we going to gamble with a couple of our core players still being here and potentially being negatives? And as of right now, even Konate, who is in the same boat, but just a year later, technically, now he is a year later from when everybody else was, he's going to be going on a free. So it's like...
Well, I've seen nothing strong, but I've seen reports that if he doesn't sign this contract, he's getting sold in January. So,
shit, I wouldn't be surprised. I would if I'm you. I'm pulling triggers.
But yeah, it's especially depending on where we are going into January. But certain triggers need to already be like they're
done, half done.
Yeah, like there's
like you should be having conversations.
The Saudi bid should be already be like in. Yeah. Like we should know what the figure is.
And by the way, Konate is Real Madrid's the worst place for Konate to go.
Yeah, he can't play in the Xabi Alonso system.
He would not be able to hang in Xabi Alonso's system.
No,
at this current moment, Xabi Alonso's system would have him in fries. He would be in fries. So like, let him go to Madrid, I guess. And I don't know. I think Konate's a little overrated. I've always kind of felt that way. I felt like his physical tools and his defensive acumen is like there, but he needed someone to lead him there. I've always felt that way. And like I kind of have that same kind of feeling right now with Saliba, because Saliba gives me this I don't want to be a leader vibe when he's on the pitch. And it's a lot of Gabriel doing the talking. If you actually watch the communication.
It's Gabriel's defense.
Gabriel doing the communication. So like that bothers me a bit. That bothers me. Whereas I've seen Wes get better at that, the communication side. And it seemed like Wes was the communicator between the two at Etienne too. So it's like the thing with Saliba, it's not necessarily the same with Saliba because I believe in Saliba's ability a little bit more, but I have this same I don't want to be a leader vibe from him. Like I don't want to be the communicator between the two. Gabriel that's why I rate Gabriel higher than him, even though he has more bozo moments than Saliba. Does that make sense?
Kind of. I feel like we have to make a distinction, and it's hard to do this on players that we don't know personally, but we have to make a distinction between someone that's just he's not always caught on camera being the rah-rah guy. Like,
No, I'm talking about actual communication between the back line. But you can tell when you play, you can see who's communicating. Okay, when you've played in the back line, you can see who's communicating. And I played in the back line. That's where I play.
right, but like I feel like with Konate and Saliba, I feel like I see them communicating. I feel like with Konate though, I feel like Konate's communicating. It can't happen as much if he's the one making the mistake.
Right.
So like,
but I don't think it's a defensive I don't think Konate's problems are defensively. Same with Saliba. I don't think Saliba really has a flaw necessarily. I think Konate's flaw specifically is ball playing.
Yeah, right. And Konate,
and he's supposed to be better at passing. He's like advertisedly, like the way he is advertised to people is he's supposed to be a better passer than this. Like truly. But
right. No, but I think it's mental. Because like I still see him, he can play a good pass, but the side of pressure or if he misplaces 2 passes and a half, he's cooked. Like it's so weird because I get what you're saying because I'm one of those people. I think Konate is a great passer of the ball for who he is, but if I have to put that caveat,
funny, it's because I went back and I watched our game. It wasn't too long ago, but I went back to watch it. And the entire game, for the most part, while you guys were in possession, you had we let Konate have the ball and we cut off passing lanes. So it literally everybody's been doing the same thing to you ever since that game. And it may have happened even before that, but I'm just talking specifically against us. Like what we did to cut off Van Dijk. Literally, we cut off Van Dijk from being able to use his right foot and switch the ball. Basically, that's like A1, and then you let Konate have the ball and cut off the passing lanes.
Right. So
and if you let Konate have the ball, those 2.5 passes that he misses turn into counters where you guys you have Van Dijk having to make a 40-yard sprint back to his goal.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a problem it's the problem with also it's also of a problem in my opinion because of what Gravenberch likes to do on the ball. So like with Gravenberch, and this is kind of the same kind of situation with Rice in my opinion. Like with Gravenberch, he likes to drag the ball up the pitch with his feet. He don't want to pass it. He wants to drag it with his feet up the pitch majority of the time. He's not going to make a breaking ball over the top to a player, or it's mostly going to be a diagonal this way from his passing range, or it'll be 10 to 15 yards this way, right? So it's not a giant range.
I don't agree with that.
In my opinion, this is the way that I see it, right? Because what ends up happening is this: when you man mark Gravenberch, he's not going to necessarily make a pass there. He's going to try to beat his man and go past somebody and run with the ball. Once again, this is a whole nother problem behind, in my opinion, because you don't have runners. Like it's a whole
that's the thing. There's no one. He has no one to play the ball to. Like that ball isn't an option if Salah's on the touchline getting marked by someone.
Well, he doesn't want to make the run either, though.
Exactly. Gakpo and Salah don't want to make those runs.
It's the weirdest thing. The guy that used to be the best at off the ball running, he's like, I switch my game so much now that I don't want to off the ball run.
Well, I think he knows he can't beat his man.
But beating your man, being quick doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a good off the ball runner. You can be a good off the ball runner with timing. It's something that he's learned over the years too. He's not off sides a ton.
I get your point there.
So to me, it's just once again, I'm going to use the word again, entitlement, that both of your wingers feel like they have. And it doesn't reduce, and I'm not relieving Gakpo from this either, because Gakpo is worse. He's worse. He is way worse. He don't want to make any off the ball runs.
And you know why he's worse? Because he's
let him get even more open.
And you know what makes him even worse is that he has GA to hide the fact that he's been worse.
Yeah, well, that's what Salah did for a while. But his performances are worse than Salah's, in my opinion.
Thank you for seeing that. Because like people think I'm crazy for always crashing it on Gakpo. And it's like, brother, our left side is devoid of any type of fluidity. And it comes down to our left winger being a jackass.
So, Corey, I'm interested in this idea, but you got to give me more on the suggestion. What do you mean by scouting reports? Scouting reports on specific players or scouting reports on like an entire team and how they play? You tell me. I wouldn't mind doing this, though. This is a good idea for me.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Because I can do this.
Yeah.
I want to start writing scouting reports. I don't know if somebody told you that. I told you about this yet, but I think I'm gonna use a writer name, and I'm gonna start writing scouting reports and putting them out on like a totally different Twitter, and just do it the way that I want to do it, but have a writer name and do it that way.
There you go.
I won't
Good
promote
shit.
it. I won't promote it either. Like these people in the chat will know, like the people who watch me specifically will know that I do it, because I'm gonna like have Cass promote it and like all the big accounts that I know. I'll like ask Saeed to promote it and shit, and like just have like the homies within the crew and stuff to try to promote this. I'm sorry, getting on Dan Potts' channel.
Player.
I didn't know if I told you this. I've been on Potts' channel.
Oh, Potts, good shit.
For last a couple times now. So yeah, like that. It's an idea. To Corey's kind of been guiding me in this whole idea. He came up with a lot of this. I'm not gonna front. He came up with a lot of this. Copycat I did, and I was working. Like I said, international break. It's like me focus on work, get as much work as I can done. So then when the Premier League comes back, I can like take a little bit of time, watch some games and shit, especially during Champions League.
Yeah.
So big up, Natalie. Nice to see you, girl. But yeah,
big up,
like
Nat.
I'm just thinking of some new interesting things to do and get back into writing again. That would be nice. I like to write, so when I can get back into writing, it would be nice.
Do it.
All right, so let's talk about something here, and I want to talk about something a little bit different. There's two real things that I want to address here. I want to address, like, I know that you're not slot out, okay? I know that, right? But let's just say worst case scenario, all right? So like worst
if he leaves?
Scenario, just let me finish so you can understand where I'm going with it. Worst case scenario, right? Slot at the end of the season, the form continues, okay? And he's gone, right? Just because way the season went, how much money, all of that, he's gone, right? Give me the three names that you would think that you would want as the guys to replace this guy. Like, give me the three names that you would think would be the managers that you think would be in line to try to be the next Liverpool manager.
Honus.
All right, continue. Why is that name keep on coming up? I don't know why that name keeps on coming up.
Stuttgart manager?
Yeah, that's my guy. Of course, I know Honus. That's my favorite. He's one of my favorite managers in the world.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's my number one. I don't know. You should have known that.
Favorite managers in the world.
You should have known that was my one. That's on you.
I wouldn't have guessed that, honestly. But I don't know why that's the name. It's not like we've been doing that well. Like he had
a really good season last year. I think it was a
good season, but it wasn't like wow. Like,
but it was for it being Stuttgart.
Glasner had way better seasons at Frankfurt than what Honus had.
Right, but I don't know if Glasner would be on the list if Glasner didn't show his ass this summer. I feel like I don't know how much that would have a.
Glasner only has this year on his contract, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why, but like it would make sense if you want to get Gahey, but like also at the same time, it's just this summer. That's why Glasner isn't number one for me. This summer, I feel like that might have rubbed the the ownership a little bit of the wrong way.
Oh, like stopping the Gahey deal?
Yeah,
I don't think so, but
but
I could be wrong.
I'd say Onus, Glasner, and then probably who's my boy? Iriola?
Yeah, I could see any of those managers being
I
really.
saw like a fake short list today.
Yeah,
They put
somebody
Michelle
told
on
me
there.
it was like Valverde on there.
Ernesto,
Yeah.
Michelle, Honus,
Michelle, like Girona's manager, Michelle?
yeah, Girona, Michelle.
Hmm,
Um,
I don't
there's
like
like
that one either.
yeah,
Honestly, like, you need to pick a manager that could use your way.
yeah, and that's the thing. You definitely have to find.
And isn't Robertson on the last year of his deal?
I think we just gave him a new deal. I think ironically we gave him another year or something.
Oh no. Let me check that real quick.
It's either he's got another year or it's like this is going to be like the third year in a row that the vice captain has left the club. It's one of the two.
1 second. I'm gonna check.
If I remember correctly, he
Yep,
almost left
set
when
to
he gave him.
expire summer of 2026. Yep.
Oh, okay, so he's gone. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be the third year in a row that our vice captain has left the club, which is pretty
Yeah,
funny to me.
that is.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's looking at Celtic or something. I
Yeah,
think he's looking at Celtic for a pre. Yeah.
yeah. I did see that. That's why I asked that, because I think he was looking to sign a pre-contract in the middle of the year to get back to Scottish football.
Hmm.
Like in January, he was going to sign a pre-contract.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And yo, what if we recall Harvey Elliott, bro?
Is he on loan?
He's on a loan with the option to buy, but they're not playing him.
I mean, I feel like Tyler Morton would have been more useful.
Yeah, I think there's a buyback on it. That there is a buyback on him, but I think for his sake, it would be better for him to be doing what he's doing now.
Yeah,
They
no,
love
I'm
him.
just saying, like, if you're asking me, like, what player I think that would probably be the most useful player. I think you need a 6. I really do. I believe you need a 6. I've said that, though, for quite a bit of time.
But my point still is: do we need a 6 or do we need McAllister to get his head out of his ass?
Both.
Fair enough.
But I thought you needed a 6 even with the Gravenberch, like rise. Like, I always thought you needed another player for that rotation. Always. I always thought that.
And I think,
like, actually, if you were to ask me, like, what kind of 6, it wouldn't even be like a ball winning 6. You'd probably need like a real DLP.
yeah,
Like Stiller or one of these, man. Wharton.
Arthur, Wharton, Stiller.
You're not Veerman already?
No, I'm saying profile. Relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can't. We're in a position we can't necessarily go super young at this point. We need to buy.
I mean, the core is not that old, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. The
Maybe
core,
super young, but the core's not that old. I mean, you can
no, the
probably
core's
still go Stiller, Wharton, one of these, man.
That's what I'm saying. The core is like 24, 25,
Wharton
26.
really would be the one, if you want my opinion. Like, if you did it, I just steals Palace's team. You're gonna steal Palace's team. Just steal Palace's team.
But Joey, like,
Gahey, Wharton, Glasner.
Joey, if you're thinking about it, I'm sure Richard is. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised if Richard was getting closer to Iriola than if he was to Glasner. I think Iriola is more the style of manager that is more Liverpool like just going back. It would be going back to Klopp style. You know what I'm saying?
and if we're doing that, and if I'm putting on my tinfoil hat, the links with Semenyo.
Would make sense. It would make a lot of sense. Semenyo would be a good signing for you, but then I just wonder about your balance. So,
But thank you, Joey. You say I never talk about the
I
balance.
like
If
saying
we get Semenyo,
Semenyo
I'm
a
worried
lot,
about the
but
balance.
your balance still doesn't
If we
fit.
buy Semenyo, that means Salah's gone. There's no other way.
I mean, you could have them both for 1 year and then have Salah and leave at the end of the year if you got Semenyo in January. But I don't see why I don't see Semenyo being. I don't know. I maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
What aren't you seeing with Semenyo? Also, I think I keep saying I'm going to keep saying this until January. We're going to have a City January, bro.
Like last year's City's January?
Yes.
Bro, you already spent a lot of fucking money, bro.
I know. We did.
It would be funny if you did, to be honest.
We're gonna have to.
You know why it would be funny is because I feel like every other Liverpool fan that I speak to always tries to beat me on the head with a fucking $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be hilarious if you did.
I'm not the one.
$1 billion in a year, pretty much. Like in 1 year, you'd be spending $1 billion because nobody accounts for Wabbslink. Nobody does. Nobody accounts for.
We've only spent 500.
Okay, so you're at 7. You're gonna be at 750, 100. You're probably gonna go another 100, 150 because if you're gonna get Semenyo, it's gonna cost you somewhere around 80 plus.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But 700 isn't $1 billion.
Like, suck my dick.
You can take
bro,
the energy out
like,
of
you
all those other Liverpool fans.
700 is not $1 billion. Fuck out of here, bro.
That's not even rounding principles, my nigga. You added an extra 300,000. That's an extra 5 players.
I don't need to use rounding principles.
This man, you added an extra 5. You added extra 5 players. You added extra 5 players.
150 in sales. What are we talking about?
We're gonna make another 100 in sales this January.
We deserve to splash money now, KJ. Is that what it is?
Okay, let them know, KJ. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, damn.
All right, bet. Well, keep spending. I don't want to hear about anything that Chelsea does. Then I don't want to hear nothing,
bro.
Nothing. Oh, you want to talk about our quality? Sure. Nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about spending money no more. Nobody's allowed to complain about other people spending money. I'm tired of it. Everyone spends money and then
word to hooks.
The most in sales
word to hooks. Word to halftime hooks. You doing the YouTube thing? I don't say that. When have I clowned the money you've spent on this show?
Yo,
I'll wait.
Use those words on my stream again. I dare you. I dare you to use those words.
When have I ever clowned Chelsea spending? I said, I understand. Don't be bringing that. You talk to Mons. You talk to KJ in the chat. Talk to Preach. Take that on BSB.
I will. I fucking will. Don't you worry. I'll take it to BSB. Never a foul. I'll take it everywhere.
Yeah, take it.
With Man City fans, bro.
Yeah.
I started last night. Yesterday morning.
Man City fans could never talk to anyone about money spent.
I told them, I was like, yo, why is it that you guys could spend 70 million to make a squad player out of a player? For what? Why is that okay? And it's if it was Chelsea, it wouldn't be okay. You spent 70 million on Reinders, he's a squad player already. 50 million on Norrie, squad player.
Yeah, I forgot. He's not even getting PT. O'Reilly's better. That's crazy.
All right, whatever, bro. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. I started with see, people don't like to fight these battles. It's only when they like to be on the attacking side of these battles. But when they're on the defensive side of these battles, They don't like to be on that defensive side.
But this is my thing, right? And I know you're not talking about me in this one, but like if you attack me saying, "Oh, don't talk about Chelsea," I'll just say like, brother, if you can tell me the
Nah,
problems
you've
with my
been a
squad,
staunch supporter of Chelsea. You're actually Chelsea. Like you're actually Chelsea.
I just like the rage bait. People don't understand, but like,
You like the rage bait, but you are actually Chelsea. Like you actually like what Chelsea's doing.
I like what Chelsea's doing, but boy, do I hate when you guys play us, and God, do I hate when you steal our transfers. But that's besides the
But
point.
that doesn't happen that much.
Not anymore. Too much drama. There was like a 4-year span. You took all of our targets or our players. If you go from Yossi Benayoun up to like who's it? Who's the last one you got from us? Shirla? Was it Shirla? Bro, don't get me started.
I think
Don't
I
get
actually
me
have a
started.
clip for this. I do.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
This is serious.
I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
No respect.
Like, what do you want me to say, bro? Like, boo. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, yo, like,
Oh,
yo, big up chest for the raid, bro. Big up chest for the raid. JJ, nice to see you, G.
he said, I ignore he's a water boy. Oh, D. Oh, D.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Yo, so by the way, we're gonna just do a little announcement before I talk a little bit about Chelsea because we did Liverpool for 40 minutes now. Little announcement. This Saturday, we are going to have our international break stream for clubs. We'll be doing it. We'll do it I think I'm gonna do it sometime around like 8 Mountain Time, which would be about 10 Eastern Time.
I can do that.
I'm thinking about like 8 o'clock ish Saturday. We do a club stream.
Hey, you got a super chat if you want to play a certain position though. Hey, money talks. Money talks.
But we are gonna go. We are gonna have everybody in the chat is welcome to join us for our club stream. So make sure you guys join us in EA FC 26 to play clubs, and we're just playing clubs as a community. So anybody that's in the chat can join us. And I hope I see we get to fill up a team because last few times we did this, we filled up teams.
Yeah, I want a full 11.
Yeah, I want a full 10. I don't want nobody playing goalkeeper. Full 10.
Nah, I want a goalie. I want to show me you're nice at goalie. Show me you're nice at goalie.
Full 10. I want at least 10 players tomorrow on Saturday. Let's have a good time playing. I'm gonna have the setup. I got a little rolling setup for my PlayStation. So like I can roll my fucking shit into this room because it's all in my living room right now.
Yeah, that's dope.
But yeah, we will be doing it live on this channel, and we'll be streaming it too. We'll be streaming the games that we play too. Even if we're ass, we're gonna stream it. So be ready. If you're ass, you will be called out. We promise.
Yeah. If you guys want, I can treat you like I treat my regular pro clubs teammates and just crash out at any given moment. So yeah.
No, it's gonna be flame sessions, bro. We're gonna flame every single person who's in it that's playing with us, that's playing ass. That's just part of us being the stream.
And there is a rule. There is a rule of that's one. We will be tallying your blunders. That is for sure. We will be tallying your blunders.
I just pull out the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, C-Nac. It's all right.
It's all right. That's one C-Nac right there.
We appreciate you telling us that you're ass. We appreciate that. And also, I think I am gonna buy. I'm gonna buy FM, the new FM soon too.
Yeah, I'm going to. I finally got my laptop. for the
I'm gonna
people
buy
waiting
that.
on my
That'll be
channel.
good.
So
Yo, we could actually have fun doing that. If you
Yeah.
get it too, me and you could actually have a lot of fun.
we can run our own league.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Also,
We can have
can
a
we
lot of
before we talk about Chelsea, can you just highlight KJ's comment because that's a red flag?
This one?
Yeah. Yo, everybody and their mother says they're the coldest cam or striker, and then they play, and then it's dark. So I need video evidence. I need a
KJ.
scouting report, references, everything.
Next time you see Catch, just make sure ask him the same thing. How good are you at cam? And see his answer. See his answer.
Hey,
Me and Link, no. Me and Link, no.
Yeah.
Me and Link, no. We play with everybody. All
Yeah,
your
yeah.
favorite streamers we've played with now.
Yeah, and we know which ones are trash and which ones are actually nice. So
Yeah, so we don't need to speak about this. Like, we know. We know. We've played with all your favorite streamers. Except the Big Six. We still want to play the Big Six because I don't
the
believe
Big Six does not want this smoke. I promise you. I promise you. They don't want this smoke.
Look,
not Matisse.
you,
not
Cass.
Turk.
Me, you, Cass, Monts. Let's do me, you, Cass, Monts. We can even throw Catch. Catch is actually Me, you, Cass, Monts, and Catch versus the Big Six. We've fucked them up.
KJ, you got a left back build? What's up?
We'd fucked them up.
I'm not even questioning that. Yeah, it wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close.
Fuck them up, bro. Hey, Zito, we gonna come through on Saturday, bro. Come through on Saturday. I'm gonna be working on my attacker because I have a cold CDM right now myself.
Yeah. I might be bringing out my center back, Negro Beckenbauer. That's what I'm calling him.
Negro Beckenbauer, son.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. Let me go grab a spliff and then I'll talk about Chelsea. 1 second.
Yo, KJ, I got a lot of chat. Pro clubs were nice. We got a couple clubs that we were in lead in last season. But yeah, we love Feast. But while Joey's on intermission, I really just want to bring up Liverpool back again because we are so trash, but at the same time, we have the potential to be so good. And we're still waiting CFC. So just remember that, boys. Liverpool's waiting CFC.
Wait and see FC. Sounds like my club at a certain point. Anyways, yeah. Fuck you, fuck me, bro. Anyways, where's my weed go? Oh, there it is. Anyways, as for Chelsea, there's only a few things I want to have a conversation on when it comes to Chelsea. First, I want to have a conversation on the Esteval situation, okay? Because I feel like people are blowing this whole thing really out of proportion on how, like, you should start him every single game. And Lewis actually brought a really, really dope point to my attention just recently. Esteval's season, this most recent season, started in, like, he played like an entire season, all of 2025.
Oh, because he was in Brazil.
He didn't stop playing football. Like, he really didn't stop playing football. It went from Palmeiras, end of the season of Palmeiras, or they were still in season at Palmeiras.
Club World Cup.
The Club World Cup to Chelsea. So, like, this whole thing of, like, throwing an 18-year-old, who I think is fucking brilliant, by the way, like every time he touches the ball, I feel like all of Stamford Bridge is on their feet. And I haven't had this feeling in such a long time with a player where even with Cole, like, I felt like something special with Cole after a while. But this kid, there's something, like I've always said about him, there's lightning in a bottle here. Okay. You have lightning in a bottle. Once you let that lightning out of the bottle, it's not going to, you can't put it back in the bottle. Okay. You can't put it back. So just wait to get him open the bottle. You open the bottle a little bit at the end of games, he comes on, he's brilliant. That's it. Like, every time he steps on the pitch, he's brilliant. Literally. He has this joy about him that Brazilians used to have when you were talking about Brazilians in the 90s.
Right.
There's
Before
a
they got
joy about
Dungapied.
him. You watch him, there's a joy about the way he plays football. Okay? When they say Joga Bonito, that's what they mean. This is the guy they mean when they say Joga Bonito. This is the guy. There hasn't been one like this since Neymar, in my opinion. Like you see him and you just want the world for him. When he touches the ball, you see him out in an interview. You want the world for him. We don't need to let the lightning out of the bottle right away. We don't need to let the lightning out of the bottle right away. He's played a lot of football this year already. He's put a lot of minutes in his leg already. We don't need to play him 2 times a week. For what? For what do we need to play him 2 times a week for? He doesn't need to be playing 290s a week. Well, we can't put the lightning back in the bottle. Remember that. Once he's out, he plays. Once you start him like that, you give him that time. That's it. You don't bring him back because you guys are going to see that he's going to be needed to play that way, for us to be at our highest level.
Right.
So right now the games are somewhat important, but are they as important as some of the games coming up at the later end of the season, or even next week, even after this international break? Not to mind you, we've had injuries in a lot of other places. So for us to keep our rotation the way that it is the way that I want it to be. The only one mess up that I have with Enzo Maresca this year when it comes to the rotation and health wise of the rotation was the Lavia Karabakh. I had a big problem with that because you're playing on AstroTurf. You don't put a player with bad knees on AstroTurf.
No, it's that simple.
It's period. You got bad knees, you're not playing. You could stay home for all I give a fuck. You're not playing. I don't care. Reece James shouldn't have played either. But hey, that's it. Outside of that, I don't have no problems with the way that Enzo Maresca is managing this team. I have a problem with the tactics when we go up against low blocks. But outside of that, I have zero problems with the way that Enzo Maresca is managing.
Hey, talk to me about what's old boy's number? 49, 44.
Oh, Mr. Garnacho?
Now, I know you weren't the biggest hater, but I know you definitely weren't the biggest proponent.
He's proving me wrong right now.
Right? And I think that is the problem. That Chelsea is the same problem, so I don't want to dress it like it's a new one, but I just want to bring it up again that the data doesn't lie, right? The data doesn't lie for the most part. You have to add context and caveats, but data doesn't lie. The underlying metrics said Garnacho gets into these positions, and he does it at a very high rate. And what is he doing at Chelsea? He's getting into those same positions, right?
At a very high rate.
The other caveat was if you have faith in your manager to improve players, you would see a better player. And we're starting to see shades of it. I'm not saying Garnacho is anything. I'm not going to make any grand proclamation.
I also think in games where he can get the volume of touches where he needs, he will be better than what he's better than what we expect he is.
Right.
He gets the volume of touches he needs because you notice that like the first couple crosses and the first couple shots that came off against that Wolves game were not good from him. But as the game progressed, the ball started to get more and more cleaner, started to get back to his man, started to be more dangerous, and he got two assists.
Hey, he's J.R. Smith, But
I don't mind that
rhythm. But the point I was trying to make is that your fan base has different expectations of your club than your sporting directors do. Yeah, and you have to hope that the expectations from both sides meet in the middle at some point.
They will.
I think Garnacho's signs show that even though the sporting directors are hated by a decent number of your fans, they do know what they're doing somewhat from a data-driven standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I could say that, but I mean, it's also a game against like the games that he's come on and scored are games suited for him, and I think that's just kind of the nature of the beast here. I hope he could provide us some type of output against some of the bigger teams when we come up against them, such as the Arsenal here coming up soon.
Right.
But I still have a lot of faith in Jamie as well. I just don't think Jamie's ready. And that was always my problem with Jamie.
Right.
And the whole reason why I wanted a more senior winger in front of Jamie because I knew we were going to get him. But yeah, I mean, I really can't ask much more from my manager, really.
Yeah.
I really can't. I don't think I can ask much more from my manager. My manager's really doing this thing. He's just really doing this thing, bro. Like I had worries about build-up when it came to Fofana Chalba, and he found a solution. And he dropped Enzo Fernandez deeper into a pivot, had him pick up the ball in those areas, and he was spraying passes all over the pitch. And that's the Enzo Fernandez all of us would like to see, but I don't think it's a better version or a worse version of Enzo Fernandez of him going up the pitch, because I do believe in him in when he does go up the pitch. I just need him to be more consistent in his passing, because when he is consistent in his passing, he is a fucking nightmare to play against. Like, it is a nightmare. If you play like because he's always the free man, if you notice in our system. Like
Always.
He's always the free man. So if you have him, if you end up having to go pick him up, there's a man that's going to be open on the wing majority
Right.
of it. Most of the time, the fullback's going to come. He has to make a decision between him or Garnacho in this case.
Right. Exactly. Because of where he lines up.
And if Garnacho makes the type of runs that he makes, which is something that I always said about him, even when he was not, even when I said he wasn't good, one thing that he will make is he will make off the ball runs that most people
Always.
unselfishly make
Yes.
off the ball runs unselfishly. Okay, so like that's why I didn't believe in the whole selfish thing with Garnacho. I just didn't like his attitude and I didn't like the player. Right.
Yeah.
So like, but unselfishly, he will make these types of runs in behind all the time, and he will do it all game. All game, even if he's not getting the ball, he will do it all game. And when he doesn't do it, he gets pulled. You see it.
Yeah.
He gets pulled right away. As soon as the manager sees him not doing those types of runs, he gets pulled. Because there's no need for it. He's not good enough on the ball.
Yeah. You're useless to me without those runs.
Yeah.
Similar to someone on my team.
So Garnacho, I gotta give you credit for where credit's due. You've done more than I've expected, and it seems like you want to work hard. That's the other part of it. Like it seems like you're being something about Enzo, in my opinion, is rubbing off on you. Like Enzo Fernandez seems to be the leader behind a core of these. Even Caicedo, like I would say, like Enzo Fernandez is still like the leader between
He's those Latin people,
American.
but like he's also the World Cup winner and the most experienced one, so he gets that clout from them.
Bro, I might put a bet on it. Because the way that Barcelona plays, Garnacho is going to see the goal. I'm telling you, the way that if Barcelona do not adjust to us, they will get fried, bro. They will get fried if they don't adjust to us, especially without Pedri. They will get fried. All it'll take is one errant pass. That ball's going over the top to Garnacho when he's running. Someone got to go catch him because
Enzo.
I saw it against Bruges when they played Bruges. Bro, Bruges was slicing them open with that long ball. All it was one ball over the top. It was a run. It was a race between what's the kid's name? What's the kid? The ex-Man City player. What's the kid's name?
Forbes.
Portuguese. Carlos Borges.
Forbes.
Yeah,
Forbes.
Carlos Borges. Yeah,
Forbes.
whatever. Oh, Forbes. Yeah, Forbes. You're right. Forbes all over the top. Just it was a foot race. That's all it was.
Yeah.
A foot race. And
Just go get it.
Aldi couldn't catch him. Like their fastest defender, they couldn't catch him. Bro, I can't wait for that game. I wish I could go. That's how badly I want. Oh, I hate Barcelona with a passion. If I didn't have so many bills right now, I would probably just throw the money at it. But I got fucking hella bills that just came in the last month. But yeah, I'm ready for this. After this international break, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to see.
Bro, Enzo Fernandez is going to have a field day.
Oh yeah, against
Because
Barcelona, you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's going to be one pass to Enzo, and they're just going to tell him to hoof it.
Yep. Over the top, someone
Yeah.
running behind. It might be Delap too. Delap might be playing that game depending on how healthy Palmer is. But
What place are you guys in right now in Champions League? What's your record? Don't
in
even
the
tell me your place.
Champions League,
Yeah, what's your
I
record?
think we're 9th, 10th.
What's your record? Like 3-1?
I don't. Yeah, no, we have it's 2-2-1.
You've played 5 games already?
2-1-1.
Okay. Interesting. I was gonna say you might not even risk Palmer for that game.
We're 12th.
Yeah, you're chilling. 3 more wins?
We probably. I mean, Palmer's gonna want to play that game.
Yeah, he's going to want to, but
Do I start him? Is the real question.
nope.
I don't know. I don't know if we'll need him though. But, like, I'm just gonna be honest. I think we'll need him more against Arsenal than we will need him against Barcelona.
Yeah, you're gonna need him against Arsenal because you're gonna need someone that can unlock a defense. And
I think it's that, and I think it takes Rice out of what he wants to be able to do. Because if you play Palmer in that game, right, Rice can't go up the pitch.
yeah,
Because if he goes up the pitch, he's going to leave Palmer without anybody marking him. And if João Pedro is dropping into deep spaces,
Palmer versus Zubamendi.
Mhm.
Palmer
Mhm.
versus Zubamendi.
he'll get megged. That's what will happen. He'll get megged. That's what's going to happen. I'm being so serious. I will not. I'm saying it right now. Palmer's megging Zubamendi in that game.
What's Palmer's fitness right now? Like, could he have played last week?
He's supposed to be back this week at the end of the international break.
But like back to return to training, or he's been in training and you guys have just been resting?
He's been off of. I don't think he's been back to training yet. The only ones I saw in training today were Badiashile. I actually saw Saucy too. We brought the Saucy back to training. That's it.
The sizzle.
And so those are the only 2 new additions to training, from my understanding. Me too. I mean, I wouldn't prefer. I think that we could win both games. I just think that we beat Barcelona. We draw Barcelona.
Hey Joey, let me tell you a secret.
The nice thing is Arsenal are playing Bayern the same week.
Joey.
What?
That Arsenal game, I need that. You understand? I need that.
Oh, bro, you have no idea how much shit I have. I get to talk if I fucking win that game.
Need that. I'm not, my brother. I need that. I need any hope I can hold on to. I need that.
I mean, City are looking like they're gonna make it a title race, but
Exactly. But I need it to stay truncated. As far as for a title race, us getting our ass beat by Jeremy Doku and City wasn't the worst result because it keeps us truncated in a way that it keeps pressure on Arsenal because they were a point ahead of us, right? So if we can just magically start winning some games, then I can worry about the title race right now. But City is gonna keep doing their thing because I don't know what their fixture list right now is and who's stopping Holland and who's stopping Doku. But yeah,
You do realize if we win that game, I'm in the title race. Like I
that's
am.
fine. But that for us, the more the merrier. We need that. You understand? Like we're not in a position to where we can say, "Oh, let's try and catch one team." No, we need everyone up there. Because we can't provide the pressure right now. There's no pressure from us.
I know. I think that like even if we get a draw against Arsenal, that makes City 2 points behind them. Like we're in a position. It's a position now where all it takes is one more drop of points from Arsenal, and everything can fall apart. It's literally that simple with them. Yeah. It's really that simple because we know how they move, bro.
Yeah.
No, Arteta starts over.
Facts, Connor.
Arteta starts overthinking games, and then you're back into square one of where you've been for the last 3 years. So, like, I'm not in this realm of possibility that we can't beat them. Especially the last time they came to the bridge, we nearly beat them without half our squad, and it was just Sanchez that passed the ball to Declan Rice for him to fucking tie the game. That was it.
Joey, I need that. I need this to be a clip that
we're better this year than we were last year.
I need this to be a clip we play in 2 or 3 weeks' time at the beginning after you fuck them up. I need that.
Yo, somebody in the chat clip this for me. Just click the bro. We should be beating that dude. We should be beating them, bro. We should be beating them. Like our offense is good enough to be able to break them down, and I don't trust anybody on their team. So like if they gonna play the way that they've been playing with Gyökeres, I hope Gyökeres plays. How about that? I hope Gyökeres plays. Hooks, if you're watching, I hope Gyökeres plays. I hope. Wow. I told everybody I'm not scared of no team in the entire world. I'm not scared of. The one team that I knew could give us problems was fucking Bayern Munich, and that's because we didn't even have our center back pairing. We didn't have a center back pairing that was even remotely good enough to deal with Harry Kane.
I'll do you one better, Joey. I'm not scared of any team. I'm just scared of wingers.
See, that's not my problem. I'm scared of certain strikers. That's why when we play City, bro, I know we're gonna be fucked. I know we're gonna get fucked. City gonna fuck us, bro. Haaland's gonna fuck us in this season. He's gonna kill us. I don't trust none of my center backs to deal with them. I can trust my winger. I can trust people to shut down the wings. I can't trust nobody to shut down interior.
Bro, you know, we didn't even talk about the game, bro. Like,
I don't need to.
No, but
I don't need to, Link.
But we were so unfortunate, bro. We were so unfortunate, and we were victims of the game state, and we couldn't handle it.
Agreed. I think the game probably is different if that goal goes in. I think it's a more up and down game, and you probably put another goal away. But I don't know if you guys win still. I
don't know if we win.
I think you guys were getting peppered, bro. So there's a point. I think there's a little bit of lack. I think there's a lack of gumption in your team when it came to that, though. Like you guys didn't get that goal, and it felt like heads dropped.
Well, I don't think it was the equalizer. I think it was the fact that we gave up the second.
Yeah.
Like,
Agree.
Going
I don't think
in 1-0
necessarily the equalizer either. I think the second goal is the reason why you ended up dropping your heads. I agree.
Right, because like the third goal was brilliant, and Doku deserved it after what he did to Bradley for 70 minutes. Right, but like it just got out of hand so quickly, and then when the game plan changed, we gave Doku the free, like we gave him all the daylight in the world. Like I didn't have problems with Bradley's performance up until the penalty that was given up. And that wasn't even his fault. That was Kanate. But I thought he was dealing with it fine. I thought we were playing low enough to where it gave him some cover, and Kanate got overzealous. But then it's just mistake after mistake, event after event.
It's just
They call back
compound
the goal.
mistakes, bro.
Yeah,
One
bro.
mistake
It's
causes
just,
another mistake, causes another mistake.
and
And it
next
really
thing you know,
and it all
yeah.
really, in my opinion, it all comes off of the game plan changing after the second goal.
it had, yeah.
So like I mean, I kind of get where Slot's coming from overall. I don't agree with his subs. I didn't want to really talk about it because in the end, like I felt like the way that game went, it wasn't really. It was just like one of them Premier League games that that happen, and the referees are kind of like the story of the game rather than the game itself. And like when those games happen, it's not even worth talking for me.
Yeah, it felt like shades.
That's always what ends up happening, though, bro. Like, there's always a few fixtures during the year that I literally do not feel like talking about because the referee is more of the story than the actual game.
Can I say something petty?
Sure.
Over the years, and we haven't had the show for more than 2 years, I know that, but over the years, how many times have you said that in City versus Liverpool at the Etihad? That's my problem.
City versus Liverpool?
Yeah, at the Etihad. We've seen the Doku incident. Now we've seen this VAR incident. We've had stuff in the past before that I can't think of off the top of my head.
I mean, but I feel like the part of it is still swings and roundabouts, though. Like
I hear that.
I get some, you get some, I get some. Like we had the Fulham incident happen to us this year where they disallowed the goal for the kid, and then last year we had 3 different incidents of red card.
Thank you to Curry for correcting me.
And yeah, they had 3 different. We had 3 different instances of penalties that were called for us. That nearly jeopardized us from fucking going. And one of those games, by the way, was the game that pretty much took us out of title contention. It was the Everton game. So that's what I'm kind of saying. It's like some games, and I don't even like having the conversation on the games. Yeah, Brentford offside this year with the long throw for the draw.
Yeah,
the guy was offsides.
Oh, shit!
Yeah,
We didn't hear anything about that. We
Nothing.
didn't even hear anything about that.
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. So it's like we had the one from Fulham and Brentford. We had the one from Fulham go for us, the one from Brentford go against us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But I mean, I didn't say this. It wasn't to bring up the referee decision in that, but it's more so. I just felt like this game can't be. I don't like this game being used against Slot. Personally, even though I know
you know those words. You know those words that Jose said back in the day.
No,
there's an agenda against Chelsea, and there isn't more evidence than what you're talking about between those 2 incidents when it comes to the agenda against Chelsea. When that swing comes for Chelsea, it'll be talked about on TalkSport for an entire week.
and it'll be like all Chelsea.
If it goes against Chelsea, it won't be spoken about at all. So
that's an experience I don't have. I can't really comment on that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not asking you to comment on it. I was just kind of bringing it up because I want to bring that up to Aya because I think that is important to talk about.
And to your point, I can't recall either of the incidents that you're talking about.
Exactly. They happened earlier this year. Just this year.
Yeah.
It's like game week 3 and game week 6 or something like that. So, hey, everybody, we appreciate you. I have a favorite clip. I'm going to play it one more time. I don't know if I need the clip.
Yo, I love this clip. No, don't. You got to keep playing it, bro, because I can almost say it verbatim. I can almost say it verbatim.
Wait. Let me find someone to redirect this to because I'm always terrible about it.
Hey, son, I feel bad for you, son. It's fucked up what they did.
I think Staffy's going live, so give me 1 second. Let me get this over.
I'm sure you have the full set, all laid back.
This shit, oh, I swear to God, this clip every time gets me, bro. I swear, I be laughing for like at least 10 minutes afterwards. This clip every time, bro. I'm not even playing. This clip
Hey,
gives me
shout out Mom is a Goblin, by the way. If you know, you know. Yeah.
this clip gives me every time, bro. It's hilarious. I don't know, bro. This shit. Let's see. One more time. I'll try one more time. What is going on here, bro? Edit. Customization. Ah, there you are. They make it a goddamn. Who's going live? TJ? Now we'll send you to Hussam. I'm gonna be on Hussam's channel soon, so actually tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be on Hussam's channel.
Hey, tell him Mr. Link says hi.
Just tell him Wob Sports sent you. Just do that. I'm gonna play the clip and I'm gonna send you guys that way. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. We're gonna be on FIFA.
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I be saying that's fucked up. Like, bro, you probably had the full washing set. You should be fired probably if they ain't cut your shit. Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.